Hello, my dear pupils. Our lesson talks about trade. Okay. What's rate? A rate is a ratio that compares quantities that are measured in different units. Again, what's rate? A rate is a comparison between quantities that measured in different units, and I want you to take care about the word different, because the two quantities in rate are different, but in ratio the two quantities must be similar. Okay, let's see this spaceship which travels with a speed. A speed is a good example of a rate, so we will take a speed as our example of a rate, because in a speed we have two different quantities. We have 100 miles in 5 seconds. So we have now two different quantities which are miles and seconds. Miles measures the distance and seconds measures the time. So we have now two different quantities, and that's the meaning of the rate. Okay, rates are often written by this way. We write the rate as a ratio. We write it 100 over 5. 100 miles in 5 seconds. We also can express it by another way. Okay, we write 100 miles per, we write 100 over 5, which is equal 20. So we write 20 miles per, this dash means per second. So we can express rate in this way. Okay, most of the time when we work with rates, or use a unit rate. Okay, let's see these aliens, which its rate are 10 over 2. So we divide both sides by 2, we get 5 over 1. So we say that 5 miles per hour. We can write it like that, 5 miles per, this dash means per hour. Okay. Let's see the spaceship. Okay, we will compare the unit rates here. These aliens have 2 eyes and 1 foot, and this alien has 6 to 1. Okay, so we can write here 2 eyes, 2 eyes per leg, and this is our unit of rate. So the rate is very important to write the unit of it. Okay, let's take another example of rate. We'll see some examples of rate. The first example we have, a factory produces 5,000 juice cans in 8 hours. A factory produces 5,000 cans in 8 hours. So how can we write the rate of production of this factory? We write 5,000 divided by 8. Okay, and we get here 50 divided by 8 equals 6. 6 times 8 equals 42, and the remainder 48, and the remainder is 2. 20 over 8 is 3, and the remainder is 2 also, because 3 is 2, because 2 times 8 equals 16, and the remainder is 4. 40 divided 8 equals 5. So the answer is 625 cans per hour. And the unit is very important here. We must write the unit of rate. Let's take another example about rate. A car covers 240 kilometers in 3 hours. A car covers 240 kilometers in 3 hours. As we know that the units of rate are different. So it's 80 kilometers in hour. We must write the unit of rate. It's very important. Okay, so again, let's write the definition of rate. The definition of rate is a comparison between two quantities of different units. The rate is a comparison between two quantities of different units, but the ratio is comparison also. Comparison between two quantities of the same units. So we must differentiate between rate and ratio because they are completely different. The rate is a comparison between two quantities of different units, but the ratio comparison between two quantities of the same units. Good luck, my dear pupils.